Hey gamers, today I have something special for you, a exclusive look at Gorinto by Richard Yanner, which is coming to Kickstarter soon by Grand Gamers Guild. This is a new abstract game with a lot of really cool mechanics for set collection. So let's dive right in. Obviously, this is a reviewer copy, so all of this stuff is going to change. All the components are going to change. So don't be too concerned about what you see, but let's look at the gameplay. First thing is this board here is where we're going to set up things. It's important to put this section in the bottom so that everything that you orient yourself with stays in the same direction. This board can go anywhere. You're going to grab a goal tile and place it out here, and another goal tile and place it out here. Those are going to be what you're going to score throughout the game. And then you're going to place these element tiles. Having collected these by the end of the game is going to give you a bonus. So let me just fast forward and finish setting this up. We're going to lay out all of these tiles, and once again, these are not the final components. The rulebook does come with a couple of different ways to set out these tiles so that you have a little bit more variability. Okay, now that we have the game set up, we can go through how it all works. Each player has their own player board here. This is where you're going to build each of your individual Gorintos for each of these types of elements: earth, water, fire, wind, and void. And on here is a very Mahjong-esque board. Very tedious to set up, but that's pretty much the case with all of games like this. So don't worry about it too much. Once again, these tiles are prototype. They're actually going to be more thick like the Azul level tiles. So that's going to be really cool. So you'll see along the edge here that I've knocked over, there are tiles on each end here. This is a very much pick up and push mechanic, which I really like and found really interesting. So like I said, this bar down here needs to face downward. And no matter where you sit at the table, you need to look at the orientation of these here. Because what's going to happen is you're going to pick one of these elements on the outside and push it into the inside. I keep knocking these over because I'm a little flimsy with these bits. The board is going to be a little bit bigger, and the bits will be bigger in the end product. So if you pick up an earth tile, you can move it into that entire row, and wherever you're going to place it, you're going to take up to 4 tiles under it. So I'd go in and I would take all 4 tiles that happen to be here. I would then place those out onto my board in each of the correct Gorintos, and away I go. Now, for this game, I want to collect wind and earth. So I'm already on there for earth, but not really doing so well with wind. And at the end of each turn and season, marked by the season track here, which comes with this cute little Gorinto, statuette. This is currently a 3D printed version one. At the end of each turn, you're going to resolve each of these. So this one, resolve the 5 elements separately. For each element the player has with the tallest stack, so essentially the area of majority for each one of them, they're going to score 3 points. So far, if this is my setup and this is my other player, I'm winning on 3 of the stacks, but we're tied on this one, so nothing's going to happen. And for the second one, score twice the difference between your tallest stack and your shortest stack. So my tallest stack is 1 and my shortest stack is 0. So the difference is 1. So 1 times 2 is 2. So I'd get 2 points for that. So let's go over the other elements. We have water, which is going to be, once again, you're going to slide it along where that path is here for each of those elements. And then you're going to drop it and you're going to execute the pickup from here. So this one allows me to grab from the column. And then for fire, if I put it here, it's going to allow me to grab from the row. Wind, if I put it here, I'm going to be able to grab from what's adjacent to it. And then void is the same as wind, but the opposite. So I'm going to be able to grab the things that are in the particular corners. Now, what's interesting here is that the number of tiles that you can take is limited by your understanding of each of those elements. So when I said that I could take up to 4, I couldn't actually have taken all 4 of these because I start out with this as my understanding. And your understanding is always the number of tiles that you've collected plus 1. So my understanding of Earth is only 0 plus 1. So I could actually have only taken the 1 tile. And so with the wind, the water, I was able to take 1 tile from here. So I'm going to take another earth tile. And when I placed out the water and the wind, I could have taken from these ones here. So I'm also going to take a earth tile. So now you'll see that my earth understanding is now up to 4. So now if I take this earth one here and place it in here, I could actually take all 3 of these tiles now because my understanding was 4. I'm now starting to build up a nice Gorinto in earth, which near the end of the game is going to score me 2 points for each of those tiles, as well as if I have the tallest stack, I'm going to get 3 points, etc. This comes with a lot of replayability, so there's a lot of stuff that you can do here. I really love this. This is really cool. I can't wait to see the final product. Check this out on Kickstarter and definitely give it a go. I definitely can't wait to get my hands on the real final product and play this endlessly. I love this type of abstract stuff. The setup is a little bit tedious, but I can get over that for how cool the actual final product it is. You're actually building something here. The components are going to look amazing. The graphic design is great. And it's such an easy, simple game that you can pull it out for anything. This is definitely going to compete with Azul. I think this is definitely way better than Dragon Castle that's of a similar theme. So definitely give Gorinto a check out.